Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a medical mystery that is so frustrating for millions of women. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, but you just can't seem to lose weight, then this one's for you. Does this question sound familiar? I mean, you're doing it all. You're watching what you eat, you're exercising, but the scale just will not budge. It's beyond frustrating, and it can really make you feel like you're failing. But what if I told you that you're not failing? Not at all. The real problem, the real culprit, might be a hidden biological process, a really powerful hormonal chain reaction that's happening inside your body, and it has absolutely nothing to do with how hard you're trying. So, let's uncover what's really going on. Our investigation starts with a hormone you've definitely heard of, but maybe not in this way. I'm talking about insulin, and more specifically, we're looking at a condition called insulin resistance. So, what is it exactly? Well, think of insulin as the key that unlocks your cells to let sugar, or glucose, in for energy. With insulin resistance, that lock gets, well, it gets kind of rusty. The key doesn't work so well anymore, and all that sugar just gets left floating around in your bloodstream. Now, here's what's really fascinating. This isn't your body malfunctioning. It's actually your body trying to protect itself. Your cells are literally putting their hands up and saying, whoa, stop, that's enough sugar, that's enough fat, we're full. They become resistant to stop themselves from getting overstuffed and damaged. It's a defense mechanism. But your body doesn't just give up. Your pancreas sees all that sugar still in the blood and it thinks, I just need a stronger key. So it starts pumping out more and more and more insulin to try and force those cell doors open. This whole process leads to constantly high levels of insulin in your blood, which is a state called hyperinsulinemia. And this, right here, is where our mystery takes a really sharp turn. Because while all of this is happening, something totally unexpected is going on in one very specific part of the body. And this is the crucial part of the story, the plot twist that changes absolutely everything. So you got your muscle cells, your fat cells, your liver cells, they're all putting up these shields, right? They're becoming resistant to that constant flood of insulin. But, and this is a huge but, there's an exception to the rule. One part of the body doesn't put up those shields. It stays wide open, and it's incredibly sensitive to every single drop of that extra insulin. And this is the absolute core of the issue, your ovaries. For some reason, they never become insulin resistant. They hear every single command that all that high insulin is shouting at them. And this is where everything snowballs into a perfect storm. This one single biological quirk, the fact that the ovaries stay sensitive to insulin, is the direct cause of a condition so many women struggle with, Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, or PCOS. Just try to picture this. Your entire body is basically trying to ignore the high insulin levels, but your ovaries, they're getting hit with the full, concentrated force of it day in and day out. So what happens when the ovaries are overstimulated like this? They respond by producing way too many androgens, especially testosterone. Let me say that again because it's the key point. High insulin directly triggers high male hormones in women. And there you have it. That's the link. The high androgens, the irregular cycles, all the metabolic problems, it all stems from this one fundamental issue. This hormonal chaos, well, that is PCOS. But unfortunately, it gets worse. This isn't just a one-way street. These conditions actually feed on each other, creating a vicious cycle that can feel completely impossible to break out of. Okay, take a look at this diagram with me. Let's just trace this cycle. It kicks off with the pancreas releasing all that extra insulin. Follow that line over to the ovaries, where the insulin makes them produce excess androgens. But now, and this is the real kicker, follow that feedback loop. You can see those high androgens actually circle back and make the rest of your body even more insulin resistant. Let's just break it down step by step. High insulin leads to high testosterone. That high testosterone contributes to weight gain, especially around the midsection. Then that extra weight makes your insulin resistance even worse. And what happens when insulin resistance gets worse? Your pancreas has to pump out, you guessed it, even more insulin. And the cycle just keeps going, getting stronger and stronger every time. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, but I have a normal BMI, I'm not overweight. This is so important. This problem can affect anyone, no matter what the number on the scale says. It's really about your body composition. This chart here shows the idea perfectly. Let's follow that no path on the left. Even if you don't have a high BMI, you might have an increased waist size or, further down, a high body fat percentage. This can lead to a state of being metabolically obese or skinny fat. It's proof that insulin resistance can affect the majority of women with PCOS, no matter what they weigh. So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. This is not about a lack of effort. It's not a moral failing. It is a powerful, self-perpetuating hormonal cycle. And just understanding the why, that's the first and most powerful step you can take to get back in control. So now that you know all this, just take a second to think about it. Does this hormonal plot twist, does it sound like it could be the hidden story that's been happening inside your body? If this deep dive helped connect some of the dots for you, we would so appreciate it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe for more explainers that get right to the heart of the matter. And hey, if there's some complex topic you've been trying to wrap your head around, let us know in the comments below. We might just tackle it in our next explainer. Thanks so much for watching.